Hello, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero, live with not really a weather update, but we can talk about some weather. It's beautiful. It was a gorgeous day today. It's still really nice out. Got the fire pit going. That was the thumbnail. We'll be out there in a second. But first, update from the gaming computer rig. I got SLI working. I would say it's decently stable right now. There's one game specifically that I have fun in, but it doesn't last too long. Maybe about an hour and then just crashes. Gears of War 4. Now I know I was having issues with that even before I did this whole upgrade with SLI. And there's some bug going on. Microsoft is aware of it, so I gotta wait for that. But overall, not too bad. SLI, even though it doesn't completely do a doubling, where you add a second graphics card, you would think, oh, I'm gonna get double the frame rates. No, you don't get double the frame rates, but it's a good chunk, maybe 20, 30 frames per second. Some games, not as high in some other games, but it's interesting. So from that, I got a bunch of parts here. I have a couple of eBay listings on there. After this, I'll link them in the video description for any parts I'm selling. So I got a GTX 970. That's a 1080. I didn't list that just yet. I have a friend that may be interested first. I'll try that. This is the main Founders Edition cooler from the 1080. There's a liquid cooler on there now. That's the box from the 1080. I also got a 970 in there and two power supplies. There's a 600 watt and a 750 watt. So that was pretty much that update. Now, let's go join the fire. It's nice and cool outside. It's comfortable. All right. That looks good. Oh, I hear some things going out there. I will stoke the fire. Sorry for the, not the loudest audio. Just the, last minute kind of thing. Stoke the fire a bit. Can't see your comments at the moment. I brought my computer. So I hope you guys can still hear me. Yes, Raymond, you've mentioned that before. Well, this works pretty well, this shot. Also, crack up a little brewski. So, digital campfire. Ah. So I haven't really looked at the weather in the past, pretty much all day. I got those eBay listings. Actually, now, if anybody is interested in selling, or in the buying, let me see if I can list them in the comments. And I do like the this warm fire coming off. So, if you are interested in computer parts, just gotta log in here. me to one page. So this first item that I'm going to be listing, it's a GTX 970 from EVGA. I think this link should work. So that's the link to the 970. I used to use eBay a lot. Then I got screwed over. Why is it not showing me the other two? I have two other active. Here's the active section. This is a 600 watt, $10 is what I'm starting it at. Bring it back. Okay. For some reason my computer was lagging a bit. And I'll have one more listing. Alright, so I got those three listings up. Let me share this out here live. Oh. Driveway light went on. Ha. So for your question, higher elevations tend to reduce the chance of any kind of thunderstorm, just because you need a very tall height to have thunderstorms and have the convection coming in. If you're cutting out the bottom part of the thunderstorm, you're pretty much reducing the amount of convection or CAPE, convective available potential energy. So the higher the elevations and the more, I guess, mountainy, that really reduces the risk. Although you can say you're going to have tornadoes anywhere. There have been tornadoes anywhere, even in mountains. So there's a slight chance you can still have tornadoes and thunderstorms in these high elevation areas, but the chance really gets reduced. So you're basically just opposite of what I said. Higher elevation areas don't have as strong of thunderstorms. It didn't have to do with the elevation really, it just had to do with the position of the storm, where the storm was coming through. You could kind of think of it the same way as the hurricanes last year, Irma, Jose, and Maria. So once they were in the open waters, strong. Irma's the strongest hurricane ever in the Atlantic Ocean. Once it hit the Caribbean, it started weakening. Once it started getting to those higher elevation areas, it started to weaken. Twitter keeps logging me out here. Oh, I know why. Twitter encouraged us all to change our passwords. Still, why is Twitter not working? You know what? Screw Twitter. Your area might have gotten hit harder by the moderate risk area because people designed where the moderate risk is. They got it wrong. That's pretty much what I came down to. I still, it's bugging me that Twitter's not taking the new password. To be honest, I hate Twitter. I've hated it since the beginning. It's completely pointless to me. If Twitter went under tomorrow, I would be much happier. Raymond, I still think you're taking those areas way too literally. You can have a moderate risk somewhere, and you may not be in it, you may be in the enhanced, but what if those meteorologists got it wrong? Then the moderate risk actually moves and is much bigger. So those all those risk areas, you have to take a bit more with a grain of salt, just because they can't. The forecaster could be wrong, which it looks like they were, and that's why the moderate risk was not where the more severe weather actually happened. There goes the light again. Stoke the fire a bit too. Yes, I am using a crowbar as a fire pick. So yeah, Raymond, that's probably going to be a case study that both meteorologists and student meteorologists are going to be researching. Because you really don't have actually moderate risk, which is the second highest level there in upstate New York. I'm going to try this Twitter again. I got the fire going nicely. Oh, interesting thing, since I'm a meteorologist and we're environmentally friendly, that is not a log of fire log like normal of wood. That is a log of recycled cardboard. It came prepackaged in this little like kindling wrapper. You basically open it up a little bit like the two ends, and that catches the log on fire. But that's cardboard. So recycled cardboard is just being burned in a nice comfortable fire there, keeping me warm and keeping the area a little bit lit. So environmentally friendly. It's called EnviroLog. So Raymond, maybe that have to do with climate change. More research needed on that. I just don't know why. This stupid password. Supposedly Twitter emailed me my reset, but it didn't come through. I really hate Twitter. Anybody from Twitter, if you're watching, please reach out to me because you suck. Let's go a bit more on Facebook. Facebook actually reminded me May 8th, 2016 was Mother's Day. So for any mothers watching, Mother's Day's coming up. Anybody looking maybe forgot. Mother's Day's coming this Sunday. And now the computer froze. Twitter's freezing my computer because I was bashing Twitter. Ah. Let me, the fire's still good. Let me just turn this back on. Raymond, have you studied this in depth? Because you seem to know a lot about that particular event. Alright, let's try Twitter again. I didn't get an email. These social media accounts. Oh, there we go. Now I'm in. Ah. Raymond, can you find a link to that article from CBS? So I think also in terms of the weather podcast schedule, let's start with that. I'll look that in a second. But in terms of the weather podcast schedule, I think I'm going to do it on Tuesdays now. When I started the live streams in a different location with Climate Matters, that was in the evening, usually when I would be doing that weather podcast. But since then, it's been a little bit on and off. Tuesdays seem to work a little bit better for me, so I'm live now. I don't think it'll be this late. I just want to do it just because of the fire. But I think this is when I'm going to be doing it a bit more. Alright, let's stoke a fire. Crowbar. That should be good for a bit more. Joe Chaffee, welcome. Welcome, Joe. How's the evening shift going? I don't know how much longer it'll go, but we'll see because the battery's low on the streaming phone right now. Thanks, Joe. So, we'll see if anybody else joins in. Can't hear me? Yes, the audio is very low. I don't think there's much I can do about that. Just talk a little louder. Just because this was a bit of a spur of the moment thing. The only thing I think I could do is get a little bit closer. This is the new Yule log. Except this is an environmentally friendly Yule log. If I get too close to get the audio better, then it zooms in too much. Thank you, Raymond. While I'm up, I'll reactivate the motion sensor. I mean, this is a bit more controlled than the volcano erupting in Hawaii. So I guess I'll just talk a little bit louder. I have other audio solutions that I could have hooked up, but this was kind of a spur of the moment thing. So also, Joe, if you go back in the comments a little bit, Raymond and I were talking about the thunderstorm outbreak, the severe thunderstorms in upstate New York from last Friday. And Joe, we can't have a live stream without some beer. Well, let me see if I can look. I see you sent that. Let's see what year this the article was. Okay, so this was the May 31st, 1998 violent F3 tornado in Stillwater. This is going back a little bit to my college days too, when we were hand drawing the surface maps, which it's showing on here. Interesting. I'll have to read that a little bit more later as well. And I will post that in the comments so anybody can click and read along as well. Joe, is this kind of reminiscent of the Halloween live stream I did with the dancing skeletons and stuff in the background? Kind of this is the first. We got this, dried it out. Actually, this is the fire log is drying it out right now. But in terms of weather, this right now is very seasonal. Yep, clear sky. I see the stars out above me. Let me stoke that fire a little bit more. Feel the warmth very nicely now. Got a nice wide flame in there. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I wasn't sure what you were talking about at first. You're talking about the tropics, so let's take a look at the tropics right now. I know what you were talking about with the little area of disturbance, we'll call it for right now. So let's take a look. So first off, it's in the Pacific. Nothing really to worry about in the tri-state region or on the East Coast. So this is a 50% chance of formation in the next 48 hours. It's got a decent structure. We could see spin, like organized spin. However, just from looking at the satellite images, the thunderstorm activity is a little bit more sparse. It's not consecutive. So like there's like a little clump of thunderstorms there, a little clump of thunderstorms there. So it's not the strongest right now, but we'll see how that develops. I know there was something else briefly in the Atlantic basin, but that's nothing there right now. When I click on the Atlantic, excuse me, there's nothing there. uh, Joe, the only cigars I have are those really old cigarillos that I have from college. I mean, they were decent, but yeah, they're old. Well, the Florida coast in the long range. Although Joe, I'd appreciate it. Not really a need. It may add to the ambiance, though, of the cigar, a beer, and a nice fire. Or Joe, do you prefer beer? Do you prefer whiskey, a cigar? Oh, this is interesting. This is more so with the YouTube streamers, like I'm streaming right now. And for you, Joe, there's a YouTube channel out there called Linus Tech Tips. The tech channel I follow. They posted this 2 minutes ago. They have millions of subscribers, and they posted a video, and they're showing. Let me see if I get the full picture. 3 views on this video. But that's clearly not right, because once you get millions of subscribers, you get hundreds of views within the first couple minutes. I think a moth is trying to fly around into there. Angry Orchard is nice. I like Angry Orchard, but because it's basically an alcoholic apple juice itself, as I have diabetes, too much sugar. So any kind of appley or fruit cider, alcoholic cider like that, I try and stay away from. I am drinking Guinness right now, even though drinking Guinness out of a can is just more of a convenience versus out of a Pilsner glass. But it's still delicious. Joe, if you can, bring me up in your Facebook live stream. I'd love it. Let me turn that light back on and I'll stoke the fire. And also, I want to check the phone. Phone battery is still good. We're good. And I'm stoking a fire. I don't have an actual fire poker, so I have a crowbar. Oh, talk about fishing. Maybe. So I may be able to just because the setup I have right now, I have my phone up here that I'm streaming from the YouTube app. And here I have just the computer I'm watching it from. So I should, Joe, yes, be able to Skype from the laptop. I don't know if I remember my Skype account. I don't use Skype often at all. So, Joe, the answer is yes, I should be able to if I know my login. So, we'll give it a try. So if anybody can hear me, even though it's low, uh, I don't know if I can Skype right now, just because technically I can. I just don't have an account to do it from. Oh, this is a Microsoft account. I'm guessing my Xbox Live account should be a Skype account as well. So Raymond, do you hear me fine? Oh, so I don't know, Joe. I don't know why you don't hear me too well. 'Cause I feel like I'm talking loud enough that the phone should be able to pick me up. I do have volume now. Okay. I got a couple people saying I got volume. Good. But technically, yes, this would work with Skype. I just need a Skype account. So my question is, if anybody's used Skype, can my Xbox Live account act as a Skype account? That's a question. Light went out. Let me turn that back on and I'll stoke that up again. I think a moth was getting me. So if I do this again, I will definitely have a better audio solution. Because right now it's just using the phone mic. I have another way where I could have like a stick microphone or a podcasting microphone over it. I'm also testing. You may hear a little feedback loop for a second. So I hear audio and I'm hearing the loop on here. So I don't know why there's issues happening. So I'm hearing it myself. I don't know if you guys heard the little feedback loop that was going on, but it sounds like YouTube is capturing the audio fine. It may be internet connection either streaming out from me, or maybe internet issues on your end coming in that's dropping audio. It may also just be YouTube itself having issues. So we'll see how much longer this goes. The phone is getting low on battery. I have no way to plug it in right now. Fire's almost out. Beer's almost gone. The other thing we'll find out once I end the stream, it's going to process for a little bit on YouTube and then should be available with the archive. Play it back with the archive. We'll see if there was issues either on my end or on YouTube's end or on your end. We'll find out together. Oh, and for anybody that didn't or just joined, the log going on is not actually a wood log, because we're all meteorologists and we're trying to help the environment too. That is a log. It's called an EnviroLog. It's actually made of recycled cardboard. It's a log of cardboard that came in this paper wrap, and the paper was acting like the kindling that was igniting the fire, and then the whole log of cardboard actually caught fire. Oh, does anybody else have a Skype or an Xbox account? Because I was trying to figure out, I don't know what my Xbox password is, but I have an Xbox account, an Xbox Live account. I don't know if I can use that for Skype. Joe Chaffee was asking if I can use Skype on this. But theoretically, yes, I can. I'm not streaming from the laptop, I'm streaming from the phone. Okay. Thank you, Anthony. Oh, they want the light again? I'll turn that on and I'll stoke the fire again. Joe, I'll stay live as much as I can. I don't think I have a way to get power to the phone right now. If not, ooh, I know. On the Chrome app on here, the video quality will be a little odd because it's actually going from the webcam on this. It'll be a little bit odd, but it should be able to go. So I should be able to keep streaming until fire goes out completely. And Anthony, interesting. I actually don't own an Xbox. I own the gaming computer. And the gaming computer, because it's Microsoft, uses Xbox Live. So that's why I have an Xbox Live account. So I could play on. It was interesting, especially with the game Gears of War. I was able to play on my gaming computer along with some friends online, their Xbox. One has an Xbox One S, one has an Xbox One X. And both of them were playing on their Xboxes while I was playing on my gaming computer. So it was working. Joe, I cannot hear you because if I bring up the volume, there'll be a feedback loop going on because the audio coming out of the laptop will go back into the phone and there'll be a loop going on. But you're going, I think you said live on Facebook. I'll bring up your Facebook account. Facebook also says it's Teacher Appreciation Day. And Anthony, yes, I do have a Microsoft account that I created for that Xbox Live. So, Joe, are you going live on Facebook? Just checking battery. The phone has a 3% battery. So that fire is almost out. Essentially, it's just little or shards of paper, I guess you could say. Pieces of paper, just left, little bit left. So, Joe, I'm seeing if I can get your live stream. I have a bunch of tabs open now. Okay, hold on. I think I got you guys. Joe, can you hear me? So the fire's pretty much out. I'll just see if I can plug this in to keep streaming for a bit. Maybe a little bit dark, but hold on. There's one left. Let me see if it's actually plugged in now. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, it's plugged in. So hold on a second. I'll be transitioning back inside for just 1 second there. I'm coming back. Hello. Fire pretty much went out, so I'm transitioning back inside for a little bit. I'm back. We'll see if we can continue over there. doing this backwards. Ah. I should be this way. Now, let's see if I can get the charging cord long enough. It's always quite interesting, these spur of the moment kind of things. Sorry for the weird view there. This should give power. Okay, good. We got power. And I'm also going to change the audio setup. I think it's still, yep, it's charging. All right, I think it should be on this microphone now. I'm gonna pull up the chat on this side. Okay, good. Hello. Hello. Audio and video are out of sync. Audio and video are out of sync. Well, I have headphones here. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Good. I think I could hear. Can you guys hear me? Good. I think I could hear. And it is hot in here, so I am going to turn the air on for a bit. Hopefully that's not too loud, the background air conditioning. All right, so I could hear you. Get a little bit closer there. All right. It is funny watching the delay. This should be archiving it with the delay as well, just because I'm using the microphone now. There's another tech YouTube channel. This is called Awesome Hardware. They're live now. And it looks like there's 1.9 thousand, almost 2,000 people watching them live. We got 4 right now, but thank you guys for joining. I'm just gonna see what Joe Chaffee's up to. Oh, I could hear the clicks from the computer. Okay, so I muted the YouTube stream from me. I don't know how well you guys can hear Joe. And thank you, Anthony. Right? Yes, I could hear. So thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I'm at 81 subscribers. I think at one point I was at 84. Lost a few because some YouTube accounts look like were closed, and that drops the subscriber count. I'm just gonna see if I can get him in here. Trying to find him. Just gotta get back now to his page. Are you normally watching the morning, Raymond? Yeah, his Facebook, he does put over. You can see the. Let me see if I can move that out of the way. There we go. Now I can see. I can see your comments and I can hear them.
I did that once. I brought up Alice. I had like 10 or 12 boxes. I put Alice in the middle. Yeah. That's funny. Let's put the.
No, I don't think they got my message, but I can hear them. All right, well, 9:30 was about when I wanted to end the live stream anyway, so sorry about that. I'm going to call it a night here. Thank you all for joining. Let me mute these guys for a second. So, thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed a little bit different content. It was, get in front of the microphone now. So I hope you enjoyed. We have a little bit different content there. It was a bit more of a campfire, fireside chat. We didn't really get too much in weather. It was just something new I'm trying. If we get nice evenings, maybe I'll try that again. So, I just see any last things. Raymond, yes, I saw you. The 1988 blizzard. I actually haven't researched that at all. So, maybe something. And I'll definitely read the article you sent me. And thank you for that, Raymond. So, overall, have a great evening, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. It was a nice little relaxing evening by the fire with a beer with you guys. So maybe we'll do it again. So it looks like Tuesday may be the better day for me to start doing the live streams versus Wednesday, because Wednesday's a little bit more hectic with the new live stream I do on Twitch with that show Climate Matters. So again, thank you all for joining, and remember to hit that little subscribe button below, little bell icon right next to that, so you get notified whenever I go live like this, or I upload a weather video or car videos, or now